Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining as always for another amazing story. Good morning to you. Happy Thursday wherever you're joining us from. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. But thank you as always for joining in Story Time. And today we have an amazing book. This one is by Janine Macbeth and it is called Oh, Baby Boy. Yes, indeed. I am glad you're here for this one and I hope you are ready to enjoy this beautiful book. And this one is published by Blood Orange Press of Oakland. So good morning to you and thank you so much to all the amazing creators and authors who've allowed us to share their material right here on Storytime. But of course this week we continue to celebrate books that will be taking from authors and creators who are taking part in the Social Justice Holiday Book Fair. So if you love this book and you want to know where to find it, check the link below, but also do join us on Saturday 10:30 to 1:30 Pacific time when the Social Justice Holiday Book Fair will be happening, and of course this is one of the featured books for sure. So do join us for that one, and I am glad you're here for Story Time. Thank you so much for joining in. Happy Thursday. Do not forget the 4th annual Social Justice Holiday Book Fair is happening on Saturday. Do join in for that one. Thank you so much for joining in wherever you're joining us from. As always, let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today for a special book indeed. Oh, Baby Boy. And at the end of it, I will read excerpts from the author's note about the book, because I've always feel like it reveals so much more about the thought process behind it and the thought process behind every book that we read, and I think it's always a good insight into that book. Thank you so much for joining us. Please let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. Thank you so much for joining into Story Time today, and I am glad you're here. Thank you. All right. Oh, Baby Boy is coming up in a few minutes. Thank you so much. And yes, just another reminder that the annual Social Justice Holiday Book Fair is happening this Saturday, 10:30 to 1:30 Pacific time. So do join in for that and check out this Storytime platforms to see what is in store, because we have the schedule up there to see what's coming. There's also a panel that will be discussing grade middle school books. So if that is something you're interested in, please do check it out. Good morning to all the little ones that are joining in Storytime today, and I hope you're ready for this beautiful story. Thank you so much for joining in. All right, we are getting ready for Oh, Baby Boy, and I'm getting started very soon. This one is of course being read with permission from Janine Macbeth and of course Blood Orange Press of Oakland. Thank you so much for joining in. Please do let us know where you're joining in from and who indeed is joining in with you. All right, and we're getting started shortly. Thank you so much. Let everybody get settled, get cozy, get comfortable, and we will be getting started. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. All right, and as always, thank you so much to Lydia Yamaguchi for all the help that we get through Storytime, and I've been making sure that Storytime is here every weekday for you. Do join us 10:30 Pacific time live, and of course if you want to catch recordings, do catch them later on our YouTube channel as well as this Facebook page right here. But remember too, please do support your local bookstores. Get these books from your local bookstores. Support the independent authors. Try and get independent authors, independent publishers. Try and get their books. And also do check them out at your local library. That is a resource that we can use over and over again. And it is there for all of us. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope you're here. I am not able to get messages today, but I will be checking that to see if there's a technical issue with it. But I am glad you're here wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime, and we will be getting started with our story for today. Oh, Baby Boy, and this one is written and illustrated by Janine Macbeth, and of course we're reading it with the permission and of course permission of Blood Orange Press of Oakland. So are you ready? Here we go. Just can't wait to be here. Story time with Mr. Right. Oh, Baby Boy. Written and illustrated by Janine Macbeth and published by Blood Orange Press of Oakland. Story time with Mr. Lamada. Oh, baby boy. He brings to life sweet, sweet baby boy. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? Just cutie pie baby boy. Step, step, baby boy. Smells of spice, baby boy. Skip and hop, baby boy. Bold and clear, baby boy. Laugh and sing, baby boy. Run and play, baby boy. Explore and grow, baby boy. I love those pictures. Strong and kind, baby boy. Love and listen, baby boy. Welcome a new baby boy. Sweet, sweet baby boy. Oh, baby boy. The end. And just an excerpt from the author. Such an exquisite book. I love it. But just a note from the author here. It says, we're evolving into new terrains where fatherhood isn't solely an economic role that occasionally helps mothers. Fatherhood is increasingly becoming an equal parenting partnership, whether or not parents are romantically connected. I thought that was just such a powerful message, and there's a whole write-up that Janine has on the back that I'd encourage you to read it as you come across this book. And she says, they say with nothing but love for the mamas and papas and the babies out there, and of course to all the unique families as well. Thank you so much, all the adults that are in those little ones' lives and making those lives special. Thank you so much for joining us for story time today. That was Oh, baby boy. And that one is written by Janine Macbeth and of course Blood Orange Press of Oakland. Thank you so much for joining in story time today. I hope you enjoyed that one. Please do join us, of course, for the fourth annual Social Justice Holiday Book Fair happening this Saturday, 10:30 Pacific time all the way through to 1:30. Do join us. Look at the schedule on the Storytime platforms and see what is involved, what is coming, and so you can join in and enjoy all the fun with us and all the great creators and great books that will be on display. Thank you for joining in Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Oh, Baby Boy by Janine Macbeth. And of course, we are back again tomorrow celebrating, closing off our week, reading books that are associated with the social justice, the fourth annual Social Justice Holiday Book Fair, and this will be happening on Saturday. So we will be reading another book with another creator that is involved with our project, and this one tomorrow will be Mama, Do You Know What I Like? And this one is written by Justine Villanueva and illustrated by Andrew Rogers. Do join in for that one. And the special tip about this book is that it has Bisaya and Filipino translation conversations. So do join in for that one and get excited. It is one to be excited about. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Unfortunately, I've not been able to get messages, so we will be checking in later and seeing what is happening with that. But thank you so much for joining in. The usual suspects, of course, Rojo and Clay and Chriselle, thank you so much for joining us. And of course in Illinois as well, thank you to you, Sarah and Nathan. Ellen Edwards in Chicago, appreciate you. And of course Harmony Beth right here in Oakland. And if you're joining in today, much love from me as always, and I will be sure to catch you again early in the morning when we are back for Mama, do you know what I like? And I hope that today you enjoyed this amazing book from Janine Macbeth, and it is oh baby boy. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. And remember, the Social Justice Holiday Book Fair is happening Saturday, December 12th, 10:30 until 1:30. Do join us for that one. Much love, and I will see you in the morning. Bye-bye.